Okay, guys, we are live, and thank you for coming. I'm gonna start tagging people. Bear with me as I start to do this. People have requested. Who are you? Do I know you? I know we have like a lot of people who are joining the group today. It's like they've just found out. So let me get the link to our live and put it in our thing. Oh, it hasn't. It hasn't lived yet. Give me a second. My computer needs to catch up. Then I need to get off of here so I can free up some space. Copy link. Okay. Here is our live. Here's our live. And yeah, we're gonna get to it in just a moment as you guys start piling in. In a second, if I can start typing everybody's name. It's a lot of people. I had it written out, but I wrote it on the wrong computer. So yeah, that was helpful, Sylvia. And I forgot to paste it in to my main notes. So everybody who hearted it, that's who I'm tagging. What was this? Neil Janiki. And then it was Aria. Moody. Look at me. Look at me. And then it was Andrea. Diego. You guys have some beautiful names. Oh wait, that was it. Andrea. And then Lila. Black. It was Dorma. I remember Dorma saying it. And then Vanessa. And then we're gonna get off this screen in just a second. I know it's an annoying screen. It's busy. Very busy. And then I think that was, oh well, hold on. It was people in the thing who just, I think it was Kaylin. I'm sorry, it's Kaylin. And then it was Ramona. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Ramona. Lions. And then, because we have a lot to talk about, that's why I'm going to hurry up and get to everything. And that was Claire Gassimer. Did I do that right? No. Claire. There it is. And I believe that's it. Is it? Nope. Nope. Oh, one more. I believe that's, oh, one more. Tamika. Then there's Joyce. And Wayne. Matthew. Cassandra. And I think that is all. I think that's, yeah, that's it. So let me send these. Woo! Okay. Look at me. Look at me. Okay, so Yeah, I know. I don't want to learn more. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me close some of these. So I'm gonna close this one to free up some space, and then we're gonna get started immediately. You guys gave me questions, so we're gonna do engagement post to attract readers. That's a learn with me today, and we're gonna go really fast through that. And okay, that's not it. That's not the one I wanted. Ooh, that scared me. I scared myself. I was like, oh my gosh, did I delete it? So I can close this one. Close this. And close this. Okay. And then I can show you guys this. This is what we're going to be learning today. And, but first, you guys asked questions. The first question, let me get to, the first question, and I'll erase this. I'll put the link to, well, not this template, but I'll put the link to the other templates. This one will, text image gonna allow, okay. So, Lila asked, what layout format do I use when it comes to my writing? When it's outlining or software? And the layout that I do use, I originally started, of course, with Word, but now I switched over to Google Docs, and you can get into your Google Docs literally by going to drive.google.com. Hold on. I should make sure I can see your questions. Duh, Sylvia. Because then you guys will be asking, and I'll be like, oh, I have no idea. Oops. Turn that down so you don't hear my voice. Okay, so Lila asked, what do I use? And I'm trying to go into the comments. I think I got it. Okay. Powers are watching you. Hey guys. Okay. So what I use, and then I started using Microsoft thing, and you can do Microsoft Online actually, and I can show you that. Microsoft Online. You can come to, it's called OneDrive. So if you have like a Hotmail or you have anything that's Microsoft based, you can actually come in and use their thing for free. We're not going through all of this. But you can come in and use this, called onedrive.live.com. But Google also, if you have Gmail, you can come and use that, and you can come in and just quickly start a new document, and basically title it and then start writing. And that's what I used for a while. I mean, this is filled with stuff, but my husband has extra space, so we have up to 1 terabyte of space. Good morning, guys. Kenneth and Lazar, good morning. So we have like a lot of space in here, so I can put like a slew of a lot of stuff. And as you can see, I really do have a lot of stuff in here. It's been here for years. To get to recent files, and then you can share files with people. That's what I like about it, because I can share files with people and do other things. Like if I want to share files with readers or things like that, I can open up PDFs in here and stuff like that. I can put all my photos in here as well. And then I started using what's called Living Writer. Right now I'm testing it out to see if I like it. I'm giving myself about a couple of years to see. Living Writer is a software. You can go to livingwriter.com, and hold on, let me see if I have a link. I don't know if I have a link for it. Yeah, I do have a link for it. I can just copy this link and put it in the comments. Okay, so you can go to livingwriter.com and check it out. I like it because it also has like a offline thing where I can just come to my desktop and pull it up even if I'm not on the internet. Gotta find my screen again. So but it gives you templates of all types of different story act structures you can use. I'm just beginning, and usually I start with a blank piece of paper. I've never used these before, but these are popular templates that people do use. So I think if we go into testing, I believe this is the snowflake formula. So you get all the stuff and it tells you what to do, multiple scenes, so the protagonist either succeeding or failing. And then here's gathering the team. I think this is the journey. This is the hero's journey. This is the hero's journey, I believe. But you get scenes of things, and then it helps you set it all up, and then you can change these around, blah, 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 blah. So right now I'm testing out Living Writer. I like it because it also has a phone app as well. So that's why I like it. So our next question was from, I'm using a new screen, guys, so bear with me. So somebody asked me, how did you not get downtrodden by all the drama in the literary world? Because I had been around like a long time. I have been around for a long time, since 2000 in the literary world. But I've been writing for a really long time. Even in my personal life, I don't get downtrodden. And let me guys know if you hear me. Like, say something in the comments, because I want to make sure like you can hear me, because I am using a new laptop, and I want to make sure you guys can actually hear me. But I do see my words on the screen now, so that's good. So how did I not get downtrodden? Hi, Lindy. By the things that are going out in the literary world, and how do I not get, I guess, stray from what I do, because, you know, after 60 novels, you kind of, you know, you get into a rhythm of, you know, writing, publishing, marketing, and that goes to a lot of things. I think it goes with a lot of fears, because you can get caught up in all the different stuff and get away. But if you work on your fears, work on your goals, and work on yourself every day, I think it will help. So those are the three things: is fears, goals, and yourself. So in terms of fears, there are several fears that you got to get over. It's fear of failing, and the only way really to fail, because people they literally will say, well, what if this doesn't happen if I do this, and what if I do this, and what if I write about this and this doesn't happen, or what if I, you know, publish my book and no one picks it up? So what? So what? It doesn't matter. Just do it and then see what happens. The fear of failing, the only way really to fail is not to do anything. So do something every day, and this is you have to address these three things every day: the fear, the goals, and the working on yourself. So there's also the fear of being copied. People are worried, like, hey, I'll get it out there, get copied. Get a copyright, copyright.gov. That puts your fear of that away. Then you can just sue if they do. Do a Google alert, and you see somebody using your stuff, sue. Hi, Valerie and Herbert. And then giving up too early. Usually when you're doing social media, promotional campaigns, even promoting the book, social media, you have to give it at least just 3 months. Continuously work at something for 3 months to see real results at it. So if you stopped after a week, then yeah, you really failed, because you didn't see what was really going to happen. even when you use like a publicist or a VA, a virtual assistant or something, you have to give it about 3 months to see results from something. For publishing, you have to give your book at least a whole year of marketing, promoting out there to see if you really got real sales, if you really got there. You have to be in front of somebody at least 22 to 27 times before they make even a decision to buy from you. So if you're just doing it once or twice a week, or just, oh, I'll just go to this event and show up and don't do anything but sit at your table the whole time, but you go to another event 2 weeks later and you don't even post online that you're going to an event or you're even promoting your book. You should be out there as many times as you see McDonald's promoting. You should be promoting, because McDonald's really don't have to promote, but you see them promoting each and every day. You can sit down. I hardly ever sit down and watch TV with commercials anymore. But when I do, I can tell you I have seen up to 10 to 15 McDonald's commercials in a 3-hour period. If they doing that much to promote, then you should be doing twice as much. So if you trying to figure out, well, how do I get ahead, or what if I fail and everything, if you ain't promoting as much as McDonald's, then yes, you are going to fail. So stop giving up early and keep going on these campaigns. 3 months of social media, just every day, twice a day, because you got different time periods. Your time is not everybody else's time. Work out something where you're promoting on at least 2 different social, at least a minimum of 2 different social platforms, plus your website and your newsletter and your mailing list, or your newsletter or mailing list. So yeah, you should be doing that each and every day in order to make sure you get success in that. And after 3 months, if it doesn't work, try something else, because maybe that isn't for you. Maybe that isn't what works for you and your audience. And so there's other methods to it. Okay, so number 4 about fear is comparing yourself to others. Stop it. Your journey is not, their journey is not your journey. So you have to start looking into your own path in order to get to where you need to be. And these are fears I had to actually get over in order to last this long, and not be downtrodden. And the last thing about fear is just getting started. And the hardest part, that's the hardest part of it all, is just getting started and staying started. Because it's so easy to give up. It's a lot of work. And it's just so easy to just give up and say, oh, it didn't work, when you do it the first time. But I can say, I'm a testament to it. If you keep going, you will get results. Now, I'm going to honestly say I did not really sit in the black in my literary career until at least about 8 to 9 years, when I could actually say I am making a full profit from it. I'm not squeezing by. I'm not hoping and praying. I was able to really see a profit from that. And then by year 11, my accountant really had to say, well, you know, you really can't take a loss anymore, to say that, because I had made so much money that year. And so, like, it was just the hard work and being able to just get in there and do it was what really showed me, you know, showed me that I could do it. And that's what you have to do, is get up, fight your fears every day, write down your goals. I still write lists. If you look at my desk, I have little tiny lists all around where I have goals. I have daily goals, I have weekly goals, I have monthly goals, I have yearly goals, and I am constantly trying to meet those goals every day. And you do this every day because you really have to go in and fall back in love with this, because it's a lot of work. And it's like, oh, why did I even start this? Why don't I be a dentist like my mom want me to? You know, something like that goes through your head, and then you get in and you see the love from the readers because you ask, you know, hey, how do you feel about this? And then they say something and they tell you how much they really love your work, and then you see a new review, blah blah, and then you get happy again. And then it's working on yourself. It's about attending things like this to build your, you know, get your knowledge up and everything. And it's about going to educational workshops. And there's so much free out there. You have no excuse not to go in and see how you can build yourself in your writing, publishing, and marketing. Just try to do something at least once a month. Attend a class, attend a workshop, attend a meeting. It helps in terms of getting through a lot of stuff. Now, somebody else asked the next question, and I know that one took a while. Someone else asked, how do you get started publishing your book? That's a whole workshop, and we ain't even gonna get into that one. But how do you get started? I would say right now in this day and age, go on YouTube, find and go and how to publish a sci-fi book, how to publish. If you want to get started in traditional, of course you want to look for an agent and things like that, and you can always get the Writer's Digest Agents and Editors book, or the Jeff Herman's Agents and Editors book, and things like that. So Vanessa asked, but that's a whole nother workshop or a consultation, and we're not about to do that right now. I just want to say I addressed it. Attend workshops like this so you can get niches and pieces if you don't want to buy or anything, or sit down with a consultation. So how do you get yourself, Vanessa asked, how do you get yourself to work on things you really don't like working on, such as marketing? It's something I taught my kids. I make a game of it, and then I do the hardest stuff first. I try to do the hardest stuff first. So I tell myself, I try to hype myself up, like, if we get this done, you know, we can have a cookie. If we get this done, we can watch a movie. If you get this done, you know, I try to make a game and then see how fast I can get it done. And then I can brag about it. So if I say, hey, I need to do my promotions and get my made promotions done, if I can get it done in an hour, I'll do this, or I'll buy myself this or this, and I'll even put it in my Amazon cart or something, and then I can, you know, push pay because I did it. You know, it's about, you know, if you get it done, it's going to lead to something. Even if it's something little, it's going to lead to something. And it's really about hyping yourself up. Now, after 20 years of hyping, and seeing results, I can look back and say, yes, doing that actually helped me during this period. Now, the stuff you do today, and that's what's funny about the literary world, the stuff that you do today, you probably won't see results from it for three months to a year. And I know that sounds disheartening, but it does. And I learned that actually from Dan Poynter, who is actually the godfather of publishing, rest his soul. And I got to spend a conference. He would go to conferences and have, like, you could get invited up to his hotel room with other authors and writers and just have lunch or dinner or breakfast or something. And that was one of the things that he told us, is that with stuff that you do now, you won't see results for it about 2 to 3 months or down the line, 2 to 3 months, almost 4 to 5 months. So you do a campaign today, you probably won't see results of that campaign where people catch on to it for about 3 months. So you have to, that's why you do have to do stuff every day, because something is going to catch in a reader, and it might be that 22nd time or that 27th time, and then the reader is like, well, let me check her out because somebody told her about it. They saw something in their For You page. They saw you know, scrolling around and someone else having a discussion and they remember it, like you did a campaign on something for your birthday, and they're like, hey, I remember that. Let me go check this author out. So you really have to just keep doing stuff and seeing what's going to do it. Now, I'm not saying, you know, throw a net out in the ocean and hope you get a fish, but you do want to try to target your market so you can get to them a little bit faster. But you have to realize that you are going to be out there and you're going to be doing that fishing, but you will be doing targeted fishing to get to that market. But like I said, it takes up to 22 to 27 times to hit a person in order for them to actually turn around and say, hey, let me check this author out. How do you work on things without spending too much time on it when you have several things to do, such as writing your website, then your writing, and blah, blah, blah? So how do I do all that? Like I said, I get up and I write goals. I write goals every day, not only because for taxes, and if they audit me, I can say, you know what, I worked on that day. I was working on my literary stuff that day. That's why I'm taking this hefty chunk of taxes off. I'm not paying this money. But the goals help me, and it tells me literally that this is what I have to do for today, for this week, and this month. So even right here in front of me, I have one of my old sheets that I probably can throw away. I actually can. I have two of them, and I can read them off to you. So one says, it says set up DF for VA. And then it has like a whole bunch of questions that I need to, engagement questions that I need to post into Motown Writers. And then it also has like a all these lists, because I put that inside of that too. Then on the other piece of paper, I have, this is actually something else. Okay, it actually tells me to make a short link for something. Then I have through my newsletter, and I have a bunch of stuff that I want to put in there, little thoughts, and the motivation I want to put in there. So, and then it actually has things that I need to print off on Canva, so I can have it for my next event. So that's just like, that's stuff I have to do, I think, by the end of this week. Oh, I do have to do it by the end of this week. Matter of fact, but so that's how I try to work on things without spending too much time on it. I give myself a time limit. Usually I tell everything, I do what I tell my children. Everything takes 10 minutes. And yes, I'm lying to myself, because I know everything won't take 10 minutes. But I lie to myself and tell myself it takes 10 minutes. And then I go in and I start to work on it. Now, if I stay off of social media and I work on the project, I can usually get stuff done. Usually marketing and promoting for me will take me about 30 minutes of my time. I put on like an old movie that I've seen before to keep me focused, to keep away the noise in my head, so I can focus and not work on the story in my head. And then I go from there. Then she said, I would like to learn more about hashtags in your posts. That was the next thing. They want to learn about hashtags in your posts. So for a beginner, just in case you guys need, for a beginner, if you want to know about how to find out about hashtags, and if you've never done hashtags, my best secret would be to go over on Instagram. You're gonna find an author that's like you. So let's do this. Let me see. Let me see. If I go on Amazon, and I'm doing this on another screen, so let's see if we can find her. So we found an author. We'll do a search for Nora Williams. She's a suspense author. I don't know if we can find her author. Okay, let's do this. We know we have a Nora Roberts. Yeah, we have a Nora Roberts. So say that I want to be like a Nora Roberts. And we can go in here and see if Nora Roberts do it. Sometimes she do, sometimes she don't. So you go in and first see how does your author set up her posts. So it looks like she does quotes from her book. I think this is her latest one, Stars of Fortune. That's what it looks like. And she does quotes. She does a lot of quotes from her books. So you get the idea. So she does quotes. When she does the quotes, she does the full quote of what it is, and then little things, which is like cute teasers from that, and you can take lessons from that. You can also find other authors. Let's see, can we find another author? We're trying to find one where we can get their hashtags. That's what we're doing, trying to do. Let's see. Is this, no, is this, yep, this is Colleen. Okay, so Colleen, see how her stuff is? Colleen doesn't do it. I thought I could do this. Clearly not. Oh, I know Jennifer does it. I think Jennifer does it. I think I spelled her name right. She's coming to Polycon, which is cool. Okay, Jennifer doesn't do it. You know what? Trying to find it is really hard. Okay, let's see this. I know, like, okay, let's see. I think Olivia does it. Okay, I guess she didn't feel like doing it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, they really disappoint me today. Usually I can find it like right away. Let's see. Let's see if Colleen does it. So I can... No, Colleen doesn't. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can just find it. Let's see. Search for... Okay, that's weird. Romance books. So let's go to find somebody who just does romance books. You can start simple like that. Go in there and see if you can find different... There it is. Found here. So how we did it is we first went to romance books. Then we find, you can either do it by author or you can just do it by hashtag. Then you can find different hashtags that they use and start there and see what works and what doesn't work. Then you make a file of your hashtags and then go from there. So you can take this hashtag, copy it, and I usually say do this on a desktop. Copy it, and then you would paste it into your file. And these are different things that you could use. Make sure it applies to you. Make sure that when you're using these hashtags, if you're going through them, it applies to you. You can get caught up in the different things that doesn't apply to you, because here's something different that you can use. So you can go here, and this is a different one that you could use when you're starting off your hashtag searches, and then see what works. So when you're doing your goals and tracking your analytics and stuff and seeing what the campaign is doing, you can go in and see, if I change these up, will it work? If I give it a different one, will it work? So if I keep using Romance Reader, or Slow Burn or Books Addict and stuff like that? Is it drawing readers and stuff like that? And you can put them in your posts. And these go across the board. You can put these in your TikTok. You can put these in your Facebook. You can put this in all of your other stuff. So that's about it. If you guys have any questions, just post them in the group. And it takes me about 3 seconds or 3 to 5 seconds for it to post. But definitely I can see it. Okay, so I think that is it with the questions, and I know you guys are tired of the questions, but I think I got all the questions. How do I get started? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, one thing somebody did, how to make a PDF in Canva. Somebody did ask me that. How to make a PDF in Canva. I can start from here, or I can start from new. Blah, 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 blah. It's actually quite easy. You go to the search PDF. You can either use the templates that they give you, or you can make a new one. Actually quite simple. Even if you use up here and change it into a PDF, you can make any, you can even use their doc system and then tell it to save it as a PDF. So anything, even if it's like a cover. So this was a cover for a book. And you can come here and you can save it as a PDF. Either a PDF for print or PDF for standard. If it's a book cover, you want to do PDF for print because it's high quality. But if you're printing it off, you want to do PDF for standard. And that's pretty much it on how to make a PDF. This PDF I made actually for my readers when they, this story is a digital story, but they can download this file when they come and sign up for the story, and they can actually see how to get to all the links for the story. So I made this PDF and then I posted it on my website, and I can show you that as well. So they would come here and to my website, and since it's a free story, they would sign up for it and get the PDF. It's of course $0 and stuff like that, and then this is where they would get the PDF, but it puts them on a mailing list for me. So that's how I use this PDF along with the book cover. Okay, so the next thing, oh, somebody, oh, I forgot one more thing. She says, how do I outline my books? That's a funny one. So I'm actually going to bring this over, the document that I'm actually getting all the things. So this is how, this is actually the outline that I use. I literally will open up a Google Doc and write this in here for the beginning of the story. So it'll be the concept, the protagonist, the king, the antagonist, the supporting characters, the story structure, and the setting and the twist. I've used this method for years when I want to hurry up and get a book idea on paper. For me, when people ask me, well, why do you say the kink? Well, because I'm a dark romance writer. And then the twist, of course, has to do with the suspense that's going on in the story and stuff like that. But if you've read any of my books, you know there's a serious kink in each one of them. Somebody has a problem with something. And it turns into something else. It's a yin for the yang in terms of the protagonist, and that's why I have it after the protagonist, is because whatever the kink is, the other protagonist has to be the relief for the kink. I know. And once I set up one protagonist, what they do has to accommodate the other protagonist for, not just for them falling in love, but they have to have things in common. I get into the relationship a lot. So yeah, I work on those three things first, and then I work on who's going to make their life miserable, which is the antagonist. And of course, we know the antagonist doesn't always have to be the villain. It could be down in supporting characters where I would put the villain, I could put the villain down in the supporting characters, you know, but usually antagonist is what pushes the protagonist on their journey into where I want them to go. And the story structure is basically what's going to happen in the story, where is it taking place at, and then of course the twist. Usually I'll know the twist 70% of the time. So that's why it's at the bottom, because I might not know the twist until I set up everything else and get started, and be like, usually by 50% of the story I know where the story is going, and then I can move to the twist. Hey Shar, Michael, and Natasha. So that's the last of that question. Ooh, look at us get started. Now we're going to actually, oops, I didn't mean to do that. We're gonna actually get to the engagement thing. Okay. Ta-da! The engagement post. So I can close this. I can close this. I can close this. I think I got to everything on that sheet though. I can't remember, did I get to everything on that sheet? Because I wanted to make sure I got to everything on that sheet, because you guys asked a lot of questions. So yes, I did get to everything on that sheet. I can close that up to save for room. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so what we're doing today is engagement posts, and you can get this post either at the Gumroad site that I have. I can put that in the, what is my Gumroad? That's my Gumroad. It's under the meeting notes. Should be April meeting notes. There's a $2 donation this time, guys, because yeah, we're trying to help Motown writers out. If you like it, or if you're a member, just go into the members. If you're a premium member, go into the members link, and if you don't have it, then just contact me and I'll send you the link. You can go into the member space, and then you can get the link from there. You can get right into this post. So this is the engagement post, and this is kind of like what I was kind of telling you guys, 10 ways to build buzz or get engagement for your readers. Now this could be for a book that's coming soon. This is things that you could use. I have these available. They're easy to use, because then you can put, you know, your new book is coming soon, your website, you add your logo here, and then if you have a book cover, we'll go use Pepper Desire. You can drag and drop it here if you want, and move it around however you want to, and go from there. So each one is interchangeable, and each one gives, I forgot to get my water and my voice is drying out, each one is giving you different things, even for getting your special early bird excerpts. You can add cliffhangers to it. For this, you can use it and have pictures from your book, or pictures you make up from your book. And it's so cool, because like you can actually come into design here and design it and then make the pictures. I've made like these pictures from even Canva, and you can pull the pictures and then just have different sets of pictures, and then put the book over there. I didn't mean to do that one. The book over here and stuff like that, so you can move it around. It's easy to do. I think this is supposed to be backwards. I think it's missing something. I'll fix that. So, let me get my stuff out of here. Okay, stop that. It's telling me I'm using. This is like if you're doing the book release and you wanna give people a secret code to something. You can use this one. This is if you don't want to reveal the book cover. You can use this one, and then this one as well. You can have this whole piece in the background, literally as a graph or frame. That's what they call it. this can easily put your book cover on it. So I put that there so you can actually run your book cover on that one. This is more stuff for your book cover. And then I have all these engagements where you can actually post different things for that. So in here, to build book bugs, and I got this from Ivory Mix, and it was like 10 ways, and it basically is kind of like the same thing. And I'll see if I can get the article. I can't remember where she had this article at, but it was from Ivory Mix, and it has 10 ways to build up books, and I have it in here. And then I made different things for you that it coincides with the article that you could use, and remind people to do, especially as you're coming out with a book release. So these are different things you can use, and then you can even do something, you know. And I got this actually idea from a poet who I follow, and I made this one just for, you know, to help out with different engagements and something nice to do. When you're coming out with your book, you can actually come to Canva and say you don't have a website, or you do the link for me. You can actually use this, and I can give you I'll actually give you the link for this one. Let me see. Template, collaborate, live, template link. Let me see if I can get the template link for this. Is this a template link? I think it's more. Template link. Yep. Template link. So you can actually use this, and I'll put the template link in here. I'll share this one with you guys, and you guys can actually see this one live and copy it. So you can actually do so literally you can add on to this every day. Take this out, but keep the words somewhere, and you can say, hey, today we're releasing bonus content, and then you would put the bonus content link here, and then you could link this to where you have bonus content with, and that's when you can do that PDF that I showed you earlier. Then you can do an excerpt, sneak peek from the book, and you can link this right here. Then once the pre-order comes out, you can link that, and then you would link the book trailer that you make, and then you can guide people back to this site to submit for review. And then right here, you would use that area to put on your mailing list. So even if people, and then you can just add the book here. So you can go and, let me do this. Oh, let me see. I have so many pictures. Dun, 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 dun. I was trying to see like a, so yeah, say that I'm coming out with this book. I can put it here. Put the book title here. Baby doll launching soon. And then, would you like to get notified? And then have this, and then I could, you know, even if they could see the tagline, make it a little bigger and go from there. But I thought this, if you guys don't have a website, or you need a website, you could just come here to Canva and just make a website. And then you can just actually use that template, and I have the link in the comments, and go from there. I don't know if I'm missing anything. If Char is still on here, oh, look. Oh my God, you guys have been saying stuff. Good morning, guys. Can someone turn up the sound on my ends? Can you guys hear me, though? I don't know if you guys can hear me. I hope you guys could hear me. I'm sorry. Tamika, as I'm looking to write my first book, and while I believe I have good stories, I struggle with how to start. I can hear you. Oh, good. She can't hear me. Oh, good. Okay, so how to start, basically is like how I just kind of told you. I hope that kind of helped you out in terms of like the concept, and once you get down to where it is the settings, let me go back in there. Ooh, I almost deleted my thing. April meeting notes. Once you get down to, and it's so hard when I say this, you know, even though I I say, oh, you just have to do this. I know it's not an easy thing. Once you get down to the setting, once you literally get down to the setting, Tamika, you will literally know how to start your book. Because then you'll know, the people, the place, what you're going to do, how you're going to work it out. And then once you get down to this setting part, you can figure out how to start the book. Now, usually you start the book, I usually say kill the cat and explain it later. And then once you do that, just start in the book and then see where it goes. If you're doing it wrong, when your editor gets the book, they can say, hey, let's do this scene instead of this scene. Yeah, you're going to have like probably a lot of backstory because you're killing the cat first and people want to know, well, why did you kill the cat? Well, this is why. This is why. And you go into it in your story either by discussion or by backstory. So it's really up to you, or through action. But it's really up to you how you want to start it. But once you get down to the setting part in this, and you can just copy this. Actually, let me see if I can put it inside. No, I won't do that. Once you get down to there, let me see if I can put this in there so then you can just copy it. Look at me. I'm being so nice. Okay, I put that in the comments. Okay, I think you can see it. I hope you can see it. Yeah, so once you get down to there, you pretty much will know where you want to go with the story, and then keep it going. I'm going to take this out. Book title. And launching soon. A lot of people do ask me again, how do I do my book things? 3D book. You can go to 3D book cover creations to make your own book cover creations and your composites. You can just drag and drop. Not drag and drop. Well, you just pick out which one you want. Then you add the book in there. And I will go ahead and put that link in the comment. And you can go from there. Okay, I understand. Thank you. Okay, so if you want to know how to do your own book cover thing as well, you can come here. Your composites and stuff. I'm trying to see if you guys have any more questions. Oh my goodness, I didn't know it was all these comments. I do apologize. I think, yes, it's better. I can hear you. Yes, can. Yes. You're such a oh, thank you. But if you guys, did I put the meeting notes? Here's the meeting notes link. If you guys want to get the template, template for today, template for engagement, template for today's meeting. Or there are free templates over here. Actually, you will get a link to the free template as well. So when you do buy it, you get the template as well. Or you can come in here and get the book promo template, or get the new release. And if you don't know how to get to it, once you get here, you can just click up in here on my name and scroll down, and it'll be the book promo for Amazon, and then the book release templates, and you can get those for free as well, or you could donate to help the organization, hint hint hint, and go from there. But yeah, our meeting notes that I do are usually in here for people if you want to get the meeting notes and stuff. So it's almost 11 o'clock. And I'm trying to see if you guys have any more questions. I'm waiting because, oh my God, it didn't tell me I was, thank you. I may need a consultation. I have so many questions. Yeah, you can go over to my thing and actually do a consultation. I think I have it down in here somewhere. Yeah, you can do a literary empowerment coaching service. And then for an hour, we can sit, like, I think it's an hour and a half. Yeah, 90 minutes. We can just sit and you can ask me like a billion million questions, and I will be your best friend. Hi, William and Monica. But I will be your best friend, and we can just go from there. Oh my God, it didn't have all this. I swear it didn't have all this. That is so cool. Oh wait, we got a new comment. New comment. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, thank you, Tamika. I hope that helped. I hope that you get started. Like I said, just take that outline that I posted in the comments and go from there. Fill out all of this. Even if you started the story already, go in and fill out all of that. Go in and fill out that whole thing. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Go out and fill out this whole thing. Even if you started the story, fill out this whole thing, and it'll keep you on track. And I'm telling you, because if you're not on track with your story, it's going to hurt you in the end. And I can say that from experience. You'll get really off track if you aren't keeping yourself on track. So go in, even if you started the story, and answer all these questions. And when you fill out the protagonist, fill out who they are, what they do, what their name is, their birth date, what's their favorite color, food, what they like, what they don't like. And then you go into the kink and you fill that out. Well, if it's a romance, you can omit the kink if it's not romance. You know, that's up to you. And then the antagonist, who they are, what is their motivation, what is the meaning to their madness, and then supporting characters and how they support the other people who are the protagonists or the antagonists. And then the story structure is basically, what is the point of the story? What is the story going to teach the readers? What happens in the story? And then the setting, where the story is at. Does it take place in a hospital? What city is that significant? Blah, 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 and so forth. And then if you know the twist, you can answer that. If you don't, then not. So I hope that does help you get at least started in that. So if you guys are not asking any more questions, or if I see any more questions, or you have questions later on, you know, you can just tag me and then I can come back and answer them. I hope I got everybody's questions. I hope. So I'm going to get out of here. And I actually finished on time. 11 o'clock. Woohoo! Usually I'm over. So, yep. Yeah, we got to go. Me and my husband are going camping this afternoon, so yay. But yeah, thanks guys for joining me today. I hope it's been like, I know it's been a potpourri kind of thing, and usually I'm staying on one subject, but you guys had like a whole bunch of questions for me, and I was like, well, let me go and answer them and get this over with and stuff. If you do have premium membership and you can't get to the templates, just tag me or DM me and we'll go from there. And you guys, I'm going to say goodbye. Bye-bye.